Hi everyone, thank you for joining me once again. Welcome to Learning with Lenny. 1,500 subscribers. Thank you so much. Your share, your care, your love, your help has made this happen. So thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you. You are the motivation for me to keep doing this. And we've passed 30 lessons. Today is lesson 31. So thank you so much once again. Okay. So let me get right into this because it's a bit long. So I'm trying to make my videos as much as possible within 10 to probably 12 minutes, which would be the ideal timing. Some take a bit longer. So let me get into the topic. The topic for today is what are the most important days in a week. So we've got to understand that we work, okay? In a working life, we work either Monday to Saturday. Some people they work Monday to Sunday. Probably one of the days in a week is off. But most people nowadays works Monday to Friday, right? Saturday, Sunday is what we consider as family time, enjoyment, relaxing, holiday stuff like that. Okay. So the main thing is when you run a business, you want a business to be successful, right? So in order to make the business successful, you've got to understand what you need to do. So there are days in the week which is actually a bit more um, detailed, because you've got to be able to make sure that those days are the days that count, because those days are where you are making sure that things go properly, right? So what are the days? It's the starting of your week, okay, the midweek, and the end of the week. These are three important days that you must always understand. It is the days that you actually know what you're going to do, you know what you're going to finish, you know how you're going to finish it. Okay, so this is really important. So the question here is how you start your week. Okay, so remember there's 52 weeks in a year. Each week is going to be different. Each week is going to be progressing. Each week is going to be heading towards bigger and better goals, right? So how you start your week is very important. Mondays, well, most of us start on Mondays. There are some cities or countries where probably Sunday is your first day of the week. Friday and Saturday are your off days. So it really depends. But I'm gonna go as in how I work. So Monday is the start of the week. Every Monday I plan what I'm gonna do. I make sure I sit down and write it down. I make sure that I know exactly where I'm heading for the week. I know each single day who I'm going to call, who I'm going to meet, who I'm going to speak to. So these are very important things that you've got to understand. So the starting of the week is the most important and crucial day, because that is how you are going to end the week as well. Okay, your starting of the week is going to also know how you're going to end the week, because the more excited you are about the week, the better it is at the end of the week. Okay, the second thing here is what you review. Okay, so at the mid of the week, what do you review? Well, it's really important for you to know that if you start, let's say your goal for this week, for example, is to sell, uh, let's say you sell a product, right? So for example, you want to sell 1,000 products this week. So you've got to know, like, how many do you need to sell on day one? If let's say your target is 5 days, so let's say you want to sell 1,000 bottles of your product. So you've got to be able to sell 200 per day, right? So you've got to know who this market is going to. You've got to know how to sell this 200. You've got to make sure the people who work with you are pumped up to sell, whether it's online, whether it's over the phone, whether it's door to door, whether it's direct sales. Whatever sales you're doing, you've got to be able to know. Okay, so it's really important at the end of the in the mid of the week, you got to be able to review what have you done from day one, day two, and what are you going to do on day three. Okay, so it's really important that if you're not achieving the targets on day one, day two, day three is where you start boosting yourself, boosting your team. That boost power has to be there. It's got to be a bit more stern, so you've got to be stern about things as well as a business owner. You've got to make sure that your people understand that if we're not hitting goals, we're not achieving targets. If we're not achieving targets, we're going to miss on what we want to achieve at the end of the day. And always remember that the better you are in sales, the better your business runs on sales, the better your business runs on a system. It's a lot more easier to go into second week, go into third week, and at the end of the year, you will see that profit margin go sky high. Okay, so that's really important. And the third thing here, what you need to know is how do you end the week? Okay, what do you do at the end of the week? So on a Friday, if you finish on a Friday, so on a Friday evening, once everybody is back into the office or once everything is done, or on a Saturday, if let's say it's a half day, you want to sit down and you want to review back what have you done for the week? Have you achieved your goals? Each individually, have they achieved it? Personally, have you achieved as a business? Where are you heading into the following week? So all this is things that are very important for you to run, for you to know, because the better you are at organizing things, the better it is for people to understand. Because if you're going to train people, people need to know that they are the future of the company as well. So they got to know how to run it, right? So if they see a system in how you run things, how organized you are, they will follow and they will actually duplicate this, and that makes the business easier because it'll run by itself automatically. Okay, so this is really important. How you start, what you review, as well as how you end. Okay, now why do you do this? Why is it so important for you to actually have something in place for you to know? Why are these 3 days so important that I can run a topic out of it? Why is it so important? Why can't I just start the week and say, hey, this is our goal, and at the end of the week you just go like, okay, so we hit it, we didn't achieve it. So this is something you need to understand. So why do you do this? Number one, it's all about your goals. It's whether you achieve your goals or you don't achieve your goals. The better you are at it, the easier it gets to achieving goals. Okay. Number two, you can actually do recognition. You can actually have recognition for your own company. You can tell your guys, hey guys, we achieved this week. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. We've done better this week comparative to last week. So this is recognition you can do for the business. There is also recognition where the people who do great in sales, you recognize them. You say that, hey, last week this guy went out, he did superb, he did phenomenal, he's a high roller. And you want to give recognition because why? It also makes people, there's two kinds of things. One is the person who's getting recognized will always appreciate it and do better. The second thing is people will see that there are people who can do it and they will want to do it. So recognition is important because people want to be recognized. Always remember that talking about someone and praising them also makes people understand that the company is not just about the company is about the people. Remember, the people in your company are the ones who play the biggest role in making the business achieve goals. Okay? So the third thing here is make money. Why do we have goals? Why do we sit down and review every single day? Why do we sit down and review over the 3 days that are very important? It's because of the fact that it's all about also making money. Now, if anybody tells you that money is not everything, that is so true, okay? But without money, you can't move. Without money, there is not much motivation. People get excited when they see money because they want to be financially free, right? So you got to make sure that the people in your company and yourself are making money. You are profitable. When you are profitable, your business is successful. When you are successful, everything moves according to plan. Okay, so make sure your guys are going out there and making money. Okay, this is all about the way you run the company makes the business profitable. Okay, the fourth thing is you can have faster promotions. What do I mean by faster promotions? It means that goals can be achieved. People can also climb up the corporate ladder. If you are a company which is following the proper corporate system, you must have people who can do things, because you must also tell them that there is a future working with the company. So you want to see a guy who's an executive become a senior executive. The guy who's a senior executive can become the assistant manager. The assistant manager can become the manager. The manager can become the general manager. The general manager can become the vice president. So these are things that you promote within a company. If your company is doing sales and you have a promotional structure, you've got to always keep telling them that There can be promotions. You can become somebody successful. You can be a person who can run a business tomorrow. This is making people understand that the harder they work, the more things they're going to get. And that makes people want to do more. All right? And the last thing here is, the most important thing is, you don't get lazy. The more excited you are about your business, the more you know about your business, the more you see a future with your business, the more you promote your business, the easier it is for you not to be lazy. Because everybody tends to become lazy. I tend to become lazy, and I'm sure you tend to become lazy. Because why? We work so hard that there are days that we want to just break and just go somewhere and just shut down, right? Well, the point of this is that you must understand, the people who are like really, really rich is only because they really, really worked hard at the beginning. They didn't stop even throughout the harder days. They just went on because why? At the end of the day, they know that they can go and take any amount of holidays, any amount of relaxation, and their business still runs. Okay? So most importantly, you got to understand that as the business owner, never become lazy. As the guy who's doing sales, as the guy who's doing marketing, as the guy who's doing advertising, as the guy who is working hard in a company, never become lazy, because the moment you start becoming lazy is when you will start questioning yourself if the job is for you. Number two, it is also a question where the company would actually think, are you the right person for the job? So these are things that you must put aside, okay? Stop being lazy, right? So I hope that this helped. Remember that, there are important days, and these days in a week is really important for you to review, for you to make sure you have a good start, for you to make sure when you finish the week, you're finishing with a smile, okay? So I hope this helped you out. I hope it gives value for you. Please make sure that you are helping people out, sharing it. Please share this with business owners. Please share this with people who are doing sales. Please share this with anybody who needs help. Okay, I'm more than happy to help you guys out. As I always say, we've got our products. We're more than happy to help you guys out. We've got some agents, stockists that are actually going out there and crushing it with the products that we have. So I'm more than happy to help you guys out. Reach out to me. Also with these lessons, it's great if you can comment. I will be more than happy to have topics that you need help with. If you need personal coaching, of course you can reach out to me as well. So I really hope that this helps you out. So 2 tips I just want to leave you with. If you want to be successful, be persistent. Make sure that if you want something, go and grab it. If you want to make it happen, make it happen. Be persistent with what you do, okay? And the second thing is be flexible. Always remember that there is room to learn. Never think that you know everything. Never think that your product is going to fail. Be flexible and know that, this can happen, and there is a possibility of failure, but it doesn't mean that you can't be flexible to learn again. It doesn't mean that when you fall, you don't pick yourself up. So always be flexible with yourself, be flexible with your business. Make sure that people are there, make sure that you are part of them. Okay, so make it happen. And with this, what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, all these lessons I'm teaching you is for you to be successful. If you are successful, I'm successful. The reason is because I hope that I can share a small amount of value in your successful business or your successful journey at the end of the day. Okay, so once again, thank you so much. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, help everybody out there. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next lesson.